Hello everybody, Jason with Learn to Survive. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and taking care of one another. This is video 6 for Knife Week, and this video should have been out yesterday, Sunday, but I was so congested it would have been worthless to do the video. I doubt anybody would be able to understand me. I was that congested. This video I'm doing a little bit differently. Instead of giving you an overview of a knife, I'm going to compare two knives. One I did a review on a year ago, the Gerber Strongarm. And the other one I'm going to do a comparison with is the Gerber Prodigy, a video I just did a few days ago for this year's Knife Week. And we'll go through any pros and cons and any changes I would make to either one of them. Now, I want to say I am not trying to influence anybody into buying a particular brand of knife or a particular knife. In general, I have no stake in what you buy, and choosing a knife is a very personal thing. So there may be stuff I like that you don't, or there's stuff you like that I don't. So with that in mind, just keep in mind this is from my perspective only. So let's start out with the Gerber Strongarm. I've had a lot of experience with this knife. This is the second one I've owned. You have a 4.8 inch 420 high carbon steel blade and an overall length of 9.75 inches, and it weighs 7.2 ounces, and you can find this anywhere from about 60 to 75 bucks depending on where you look. The Gerber Prodigy. Now this one, you have a 4.7 inch blade, so it's slightly smaller than the Strongarm, but it has an overall length of 9.75 inches and weighs in at 7.2 ounces and runs about 65 bucks. So the size difference in the blade and everything else is all going to come down in handle length. One has a little bit longer handle than the other. You can see the difference in blade length. It's not much. And if you put them together, you can see the difference of the blade lengths there. It's not by a whole lot. And the same way with the handles. So they're going to come in roughly the same size, just one has a longer handle than the other, and that's where that is. And it's a whole design thing. I don't even want to attempt to explain how they did it. So, the pros and cons of each knife. The biggest pro on this one is the longer handle and the aggressive diamond texturing in the rubber overmold. Now, some people may like a longer handle. I do like this one, the longer handle on it for gloved use. If I'm wearing my thick winter gloves, I've got more room, so that is a benefit, and I'll show you why here in a second. The con of this one is the rubber overmold on the handle. As you can see, it does have some texturing, but it's not very aggressive, and you can barely see it, but you can feel it. It is there. But you don't need aggressive texturing on the handle because of the size of the handle and your guard here and the way the handle curves. it fits the hand, and your hand's not going to slide in that. It's good, it's tight, you've got a good secure grip, and the handle is sticky enough it's not going to slide around in your hand even when wet. Now, because of the size difference, this knife, even though it is listed as the same weight as this one, does feel heavier. That's because of the longer handle, and it changes the center of gravity on the knife, so it has more weight towards the back, so it makes it feel heavier, even though it's not. You're just feeling more of the weight in the back over this one. Now, my biggest complaint in these two knives are the sheaths. And again, this is my personal taste. I really like sheath for the Strongarm. It is almost like a dangler type system. Okay, this does come off, and there is a bar that goes in the back to attach to Molly, and a plate that comes with it that sits over this middle bar, and then your bar goes through the bars here and holds that plate on. That allows for cross draw or scalp carry. I really like that. I love scalp carrying. I think it's, for me, one of the most comfortable ways to carry. The sheath on this one, I think, is over-engineered and got to the point of stupid. Okay, first of all, you have dual retention straps here, which are not needed because this knife locks very securely in the sheath. Same way with this one. When you're carrying this in a scalp carry or on Molly, once it's off the dangler, you have no retention strap. So they've put two retention straps on it. I think is absolutely useless and no need for. The other thing I really don't care for is these two straps right here outside of looks. I don't know why they have them, because this is affixed with this piece at the bottom. So other than looks, these serve absolutely no function. If they would have made this sheath, even, and I do like the wideness of the sheath compared to this one, but this one is nice and compact, so in a scalp carry, it don't print real bad on a shirt, under your shirt. So even if they kept this sheath style, and when I say sheath, I'm talking about this part here, not the webbing and the mounting. If they would have made this like they did this one, I think they would have a home run, because you've got a little bit smaller knife, a little bit lighter knife, a little more compact, that you could carry in a cross draw or scalp position. And that is my biggest complaint about the comparison of the two sheaths. If they would have done that, or even if they gave you an option of this style, or without the backing and the setup like this one, where you could choose which one you wanted, call it the Prodigy 1, the Prodigy, and then a sheath like this and call it Prodigy 2.0. I don't know, don't care. But that is my biggest complaint. I really like this knife. I probably like it a little more than this one because of its compactness, but I will probably carry this one less because of the sheath issue. And the way that sheath is made, I can't scalp carry it, anything like that. I could probably totally take this apart and put some straps I've got that are made for like gun holsters, for like inside the waistband gun holsters, through there, mount them down, and make this a small of the back, horizontal cross draw type sheath. But that involves tearing up the sheath totally and ruining if I ever wanted to trade it off or something. And I know I've watched videos on this, even though these two bolts come off, this is still somehow some type of rivet that needs, drilled out. So there's no way I could modify it where I could put it back together and half-ass preserve some of the value with having the original setup. With that being said, I'm running about 10 minutes. I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe and take care of yourself. I will talk to you real soon.